Hi, Sasha. Tell me what motivates you to be a part of this project.
Well, I do a lot of different projects with TU, and this one in particular is rather dire, I guess, because the kokanee in Lake Sammamish are going extinct, and so they need extra support and help. And right now we're just monitoring how many fry are coming back, and yeah, it's just important to know, and it's something I wanted to be a part of.
And what motivates you to be part of this project? Why are you volunteering?
Yeah, so I live nearby. I grew up on Lake Sammamish, so this is where my home is, so I've always been here. And now part of what I do regularly is work on salmon recovery in the whole region. And so I thought I would combine the work that I do to help salmon everywhere with what's in my backyard and see if I can't help recover salmon in Lake Sammamish.
What motivates me to be part of this project? Well, my interest in kokanee stems from my love of the Pacific Northwest endangered southern resident killer whales. And these whales are struggling and dying because they don't have enough salmon to eat. And unfortunately, the salmon populations have drastically been declining over the years in our area. So to help the whales, I've been focusing my efforts on increasing the number of salmon by doing restoration work along salmon spawning streams. So about 4 years ago, I became the forest steward at Idlewood Park, which is in the northwest corner of Lake Sammamish. And Idlewood Creek runs through Idlewood Park. And historically, this creek saw larger salmon like sockeye, chinook, and coho spawning there. So I lead restoration groups to improve the riparian habitat along the creek to make it better for salmon. And through this work, I learned about the plight of the kokanee, which historically also spawned in Idlewood Creek. And I decided I wanted to help this native wild fish that used to be so abundant in Lake Sammamish and now is struggling to survive. So I heard about the fry trapping program through Trout Unlimited, and I signed up. So I feel like by participating in this project that I'm doing my part to help the recovery of kokanee in Lake Sammamish.
What motivates me to be a part of this project? I'm a part of this project because it's the first project that our chapter did to help the Department of Fish and Wildlife and all the other stakeholders collect data for the kokanee. We've been doing it for over 15 years now, and it's just a part of what we do every year.
Oh, hi, Todd. What is your favorite part of volunteering?
My favorite part is the counting. That's why we're here. It's fun to see the fish when we actually capture them.
My favorite part of the project is catching a fish. It's always really exciting, and I've learned a lot about what different fry species look like, or different species of fry. But yeah, it's neat to be able to learn those. I had never observed fry before, and so I think that's the coolest part. It's really exciting when you catch a fish.
What is my favorite part of volunteering? The satisfaction I get from knowing that I'm doing my part to protect and restore the places and things that I love.
What is my favorite part of volunteering? Well, first of all, it's really, really fun because you get to work with other really passionate volunteers. And I love the anticipation and excitement that you feel as you're reeling up the trap and about to discover what you're going to find inside. The most exciting night for me, I remember, was last year on Ebite Creek when we reeled up the trap and we found 227 kokanee fry in one trap. And that was really, really cool.
So how do you like to spend an hour between installing trap and counting fish?
I like to have some snacks, and I also like to just sit here at the water and observe the scenery and the wildlife. We get some wildlife through here once in a while. There's otters and bats and ducks ducks and eagles that have homes right in these trees right here. So it's neat to see and observe the wildlife.
How do you like to spend time between counts?
So I bring a book, but I also like to look for the bats, and we've seen a couple of river otters and look for little whatever animals are out here with us.
How do I spend the hour between placing the trap and counting the fry? Well, I really enjoy sitting on the banks of Lake Sammamish in my chair and enjoying the sunset colors and the clouds. And then as it gets darker, watching the stars appear on a clear night and hearing the sound of the creek flowing in the background. It's really relaxing and peaceful for me. But what I really look forward to is seeing all the wildlife that might appear. At dusk, usually the bats come out and they sometimes swoop pretty close to your head, catching insects. We've seen beavers and river otters swim by, and one night a muskrat came up on shore pretty close to us and was munching vegetation. And also we've seen blue heron fly by. So it's a time for me to be out in nature and relax and get away from my busy life. It's really a nice time.
How do I spend my hour between trap sets? Well, sit on the stream or lakeside with my fellow trappers and talk story, or just watch the animals and nature, the lake, listen to the stream, just relax and enjoy the evening and get ready for counting the fry and anticipate what we're getting in the trap.